we're here in Jerez. We have arrived. A little bit of a long journey, and we're ready to go. We've been in the paddock. A few things to tell you about this evening, but first up, Adam has made a new friend.
Indeed, the ever-smiling Aussie was on our plane today. We were graced with his presence, propelling us forward with his happiness that he just exuded to all around him. Flew into Gibraltar and he was happy for a selfie even.
And watching, I believe...
Watching the UFC, of all things.
Ducking and diving.
Well, he's going to need to be on his guard if he's going to defend against that Russian rocket, Daniel Givat.
I don't think so, Adam. I think Danny's got the measure of him. But, moving on, I believe you were sniffing around in the paddock and you found something out about the number of people various teams have brought.
Yeah, interesting. For the defending champions, Mercedes too have brought over 100 people to realistically a shakedown test. And interesting that they do that when someone like McLaren, who you'd think have really got some hard work to put in, have only brought someone like 70.
I think, though, the McLaren guys looked pretty on it today. They were relentless with the pit stop tests. They had an air of efficiency and busyness about them, whereas the Mercedes guys were kind of wandering around as though they've nailed the World Championship already.
So, have they got something to hide already? Have they got something up their sleeve?
A good car. Anyway, moving on. Red Bull. Not a good year last year, and testing was a disaster. So, hopefully it's going to be a better Jerez test for Red Bull this year than last year.
Well, it can't really go that much worse than the last year, can it?
Burning cars, hissy fits. I agree with you. And I believe that we're going to be seeing the car come out tomorrow, roll out of the garage in Dazzle camouflage livery.
Well, but why would they do that? Red Bull are a very honest team, aren't they?
Must be hiding something. So, maybe they're actually going to run the RB10 this year until the European season.
Interesting. So, why would they do that?
It's 3 months between now and, say, Barcelona, which is a long time for people to copy your uber great designs. So, maybe they're going to run with the RB10. It's in camouflage, so people don't really notice the difference. And then by the time Barcelona comes, they bring the RB11, bang, 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 race after race after race. 9 races will be gone before anyone else has been able to copy what they're doing.
Well, we have seen this pay dividends in the past. The Brawn team only brought the double diffuser to the, just before the test, start of the season, wasn't it?
I think it was. I think it was a final test. So, we shall see. But look out, I suspect what we'll see tomorrow is an RB10. So, we've got some absentees in Jerez this year. Of course, Marussia and Caterham, it's looking a little grim as to whether they're ever going to make it back onto the grid by Melbourne.
Well, it seems Marussia's only hope is a Ferrari bailout, really, given that they're the biggest creditor. They have a very vested interest.
And female audiences, I think, will fall this year.
Well, without beautiful Max, he's been lost to the ovals in America. Matt will be happy, though.
Absolutely. But on to Sauber. Adrian Sutil, not here.
Well, I remember you recounting the memory this morning.
Yeah, well, I remember him kicking the car in frustration on the back straight when it broke down for about the third time on the second or third day of testing last year. But the biggest thing that we're going to miss is his girlfriend.
Yeah. Should we just go home? Is it even worth it?
Yeah, what's the point? She's not here. We don't get to look at her.
It's a wasted plane ticket.
Well, c'est la vie. But the Sauber engine, the Ferrari engine in the back of the Sauber, is it going to be better, do you think?
Much better. Well, actually, now we're on this, come to mention it, we got to hear it this afternoon.
We did, and we think it's a little bit louder. So I was stood behind a truck talking to Dave from Associated Press as we waited for Sebastian to emerge from the Ferrari motorhome. We were hoping to get a selfie, but It didn't happen. How did the engine sound to you? You had a better. You were in much closer than I was.
Well, from the front, it was actually just a much deeper, fiercer growl of an engine. It sounded way more like the past. So, happy days for those with nostalgia.
And it smells better too?
It does smell different.
Indeed. And I'm nearly out of wine, which means it's time to get a refill. So, that's all from Jerez this evening. We'll have a lot more tomorrow for you. We will have the cars, cornering, and we will be doing some analysis on how we think the 2015